women communicate with our looks. So if most women are fat and out of shape, like subconsciously she's communicating that she doesn't want the top earning, top quality, best guy. No, she doesn't. Because if she did, she wouldn't be fat.
Ooh.
So I think that
that's so true.
it's true. Like
Yeah.
they're all like, we want these best, but most of you guys are out of shape.
That's true.
So it's like, no, they're lying. I think it's just their way of being able to stay just doing whatever they want. Again, not having to sacrifice, not having to step up, not having to do any of that. I think that's their way of staying there, is by creating this perfect guy that doesn't exist and then saying, well, until I find it, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's just a way they enable themselves.
Very interesting conversation, guys. Do BBWs or overweight women basically just say that I'm still looking for this perfect guy, but I'm gonna just keep rocking out. This is the BBW here. He gonna like it or love it, things like that. What do you guys think? Anyway, before we get into it, it's your guy JR Wisdom. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos like this. Let's run it up. So let's get right into it. She said, and she's completely spot on. I think we had a conversation, me and Avery were talking about this on another video in reference to women do indirectly communicate certain things in reference to their looks and how you look. This goes for society all around, for men as well, but definitely women. And the ones who, especially now that the BBW is like more accepted than ever, and women that are obese, it's a thing. Guys are actually going after these. Some guys, not to say that it's their complete preference, but the top earning guys, as we constantly have said, aren't out for BBWs. They aren't out for morbidly obese women. They aren't out for these things. Even when it comes down to the conversation of the BBL versus natural and the weaves and all this other stuff. Yeah, they'll get a bad chick and put the BBL and all this thing like that. But as far as an overweight woman, for sure, it does communicate some things. It does say some things. And Avery asked me the question, what do I see when I see a woman with a BBL? Well, I see is just a good time. She's not to be taken seriously, especially if she's on social media posting, selfies and posting all the time and she's not making money from it. You can't really take her seriously, and some guys are reluctant to even approach a woman like that unless they're just trying to have a good time. She looks like she's a working girl, and I can't satisfy that attention that she needs. Same thing with a BBW. You see a big woman, right? A woman that's morbidly obese, but her face is painted up, she's dolled up, all these other things. She's got the unit installed, everything's slayed, but the body is just squeezed into something and trying to make it look attractive. And you can tell she basically eats whatever she wants. She probably doesn't drink water. Her health she's probably got health problems that go along with that. So a lot of that stuff, you may clap some BBW cheeks behind the scenes, which a lot of you fellows are doing. But as far as getting that high value, high earning man, you're not going to be his preference. And as she said, yeah, I think that, women do make some of these women, these bigger women do make excuses and say, hey, you can either like it or love it. That is true. But deep down, you know that you're not really going to get the type of guy that you are really attracted to in terms of that. And the confidence is you're confident enough to get a certain type of guy. And I always say a lot of times with some BBWs or some bigger women, they're low-hanging fruit for some guys. And I'm not saying the guys are predators, but they're low-hanging fruit because they know that the chances are she has low self-esteem. They can smash. They can probably move in, drive her car, all of these things, because at the end of the day, she may be lonely, just wants attention, wants somebody solid, even if it goes as far as taking care of a man. And there's tons of them that do it. Like I said, me being in the finance industry and me seeing a lot of BBWs, a lot of bigger women, they will take care of a man just to have a man around and have some type of leverage, because that is the only real type of leverage that they will ever have is over this man that's using them. And they can't sit back and say, well, I'm taking care of a man and he's a good man while you're out there working or whatever it is that you're doing to bring home the money to pay the bills, and he's just laid up and giving you some D. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's not really the man you want. You don't want to be taking care of a man. What woman really wants to take care of a man? I mean, if you think about it, to be honest, what woman really wants to be taking care of a grown ass man? So ladies, we see that. And these predator guys who don't have much going on, they see that as well. Hence the guys, you know, in prison that come home to BBWs, that take care of them, the prison pals, the women that marry these guys in prison are BBWs. The COs, the correctional officers in prison, are BBWs. A lot of women on the police force are BBWs. It's just low-hanging fruit, and that's how it's looked at. So you basically are communicating with your looks that I really don't care. I'm not into competing. You know, and I know what a man desires, but my desires, my vices are a lot more, mean more to me than actually going that distance. Food addiction is a real thing. Trust me, I know personally, food addiction is real, but you got to get out there and exercise. One thing that trumps everything with some men, and I've said this on a lot of videos, ladies that are watching. Your body can be a 8 or a 9 and your face be a 2. And you're basically wiping out all these other beautiful women with like a 4 or 5 body at the end of the day. Because that's what men are attracted to. They're attracted to a woman with curves, that takes care of herself, that's fit. That's what they're drawn to. Any of us, we look better when we look quote unquote healthy, when we're at a healthy weight. Women definitely when you're curvy, when your waist, small waist, big bust or nice bust, nice round ass, doesn't have to be huge BBL, but in shape, you take care of yourself. This is what men are looking after. You don't need all that extra stuff, all these adornments or whatever you want to call it, all these accessories all over your face. Men don't care about that. Not to that extent. I'm not saying that you let your stuff grow. I mean, you let your hair go and you just walk out the house, whatever. But that your body, the way that's communicating to a man that you're not serious and you're not to be taken seriously. You know, that means you lack discipline. Same thing goes for men too, but men, like I said, money is the greatest equalizer. But the biggest thing you're basically telling a man is that you don't take yourself seriously. There's no discipline. You're not healthy. And you're basically covering all that stuff up with makeup and all these other things to overcome that. You'll go through these entire hours of doing these things instead of hitting the pavement, lifting some weights, exercising and things like that. It says a lot. And I know that she pissed when she did that video. She pissed a lot of ladies off, but hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think though. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a session with yours truly. I got you if you're looking for advice. Also, if you guys didn't know, I am now doing YouTube coaching. If you guys are looking to start your channel or looking to build your channel, or you know, behind the scenes things on how to do it, make sure you guys book a session. The link is in the description below. Purchase all my books and merch if you haven't yet. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Much blessings and abundance to you all. Peace be upon you all. This is Wisdom. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.